keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday evening inside the Shield Center. It's game number 4 of 4 today and our second Division B state qualifier featuring the Rebels of Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier alongside the Eagles of North Border here on your live event. Welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. North Border 16-8 on the season, Region 2, District 3. Well, for the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels, they are out of Region 1, District 2 at 21-4 on the season here for EKM. These two teams have yet to play this season. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll go over how the Eagles and the Rebels were able to get to this point of the season. Also keep you apprised of other games across the way in the state of North Dakota. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show here on yourliveevent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
North Dakota Veterans Home has been there for our veterans. We provide housing, we provide meals, we work with mental health.
Everything that we do here is related to technology in some way. If the network goes down, we cannot work. We're here to serve our residents. They served for us, and so we're here to take care of them now and serve them. And ReadyTech helps us do that.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Let's take a look at how both of these teams got to this point of the season. For the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels, head coached by Kevin Strobel, a mark of 21-4 on the year. Through the region tournament, they defeated Wyoming-Lidgerwood 61-51. Their 15-game winning streak was snapped at the hands of Sargent County in the semifinals, 65-64. Then EKM topped Ellendale for third place, 45-40, to get to this point of the season. for North Border, the Eagles, head coached by Dan Moore, they defeated Mayport CG 64-46 in the quarters. Then they took down New Rockford Cheyenne 43-40 in the semifinals before losing to North Star 64-40 in the Region 2 Division B championship here for North Border and the Eagles. Again, the Eagles averaging 61 points per game while defensively giving up 56. EKM averaging 64 points per game while defensively giving up 50 points per contest. For EKM, the Rebels, 2 state tournament appearances as EKM that came back in 2020 and 2021. They finished runner-up to Kindred in 2021 at the hands of the Kindred Vikings from the Minot State Dome 40-34. Edgeley made it to state 4 times. Column has made it to state 2 times by themselves. Well, for North Border, 1 state title in program history over Candus, 74-65. 2 state tournament appearances in program history in 01 and 07. 2 from just the Pembina point of view in 44 and 55. Past records here for North Border, 19-3 a season ago, but finished 4th place in Class B, Region 2. So for North Border, looking for their first state tournament appearance since 2007. Well, for EKM, looking to get there since the turn of the decade of the 2020s. Again, been there in 2020, 2021, and trying to make it here in 2024 as well. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this, let you know of other games that have gone final across the way in North Dakota today here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
We your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Other games from across the way in Division B for some state qualifiers. The Lobos of Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion with a 50-38 win over New Rockford Cheyenne. Max Muslin with 14 points, 10 rebounds. And then our Redeemers out of Region 4 with a 57-40 win over Garrison. Out west, Bishop, Ryan, and Washburn is the final game. And here in the east, it's North Border and EKM. Then we'll have our complete Division B state tournament for the 8 seeds, or the 8 teams that make it set. Region 1 with 2 so far of Sargent County and Lemoore-Litchfield-Marion. Region 2 with just 1 with North Star. Region 3, Bowman County with just 1 right now as well. And West Hope Newburgh out of Region 4. And our Redeemers, they have 2. Division A state qualifiers, Grafton, Valley City, Killdeer, and Beulah all making their way to state. The State A tournament at the Fargo will feature at 1 o'clock Devils Lake and Valley City. At 2:45 will be Grafton and Beulah. The number 1 overall seed Kindred Vikings will play at 6:30 against Killdeer, and then at 8:15 it will be Lax Burlington against Shiloh Christian. That's the state tournament at the Fargo Dome. The state tournament at the Minot State Dome. The 2-7 matchup will be at 1. The 3-6 game will be at 2:45. The 6:30 game will feature the 1-8 matchup, and 8:15 will be the 4-10 matchup again at the Minot State Dome. So that is a look at some of the action across the way from just the qualifiers. Earlier today on the AA girls side, Horace defeats Legacy for 5th. Red River defeats Minot High for 3rd. Davies and Bismarck High currently underway in the girls AA championship, and then later tonight will be the boys championship with Fargo North and West Fargo Cheyenne. Bismarck takes 5th on the boys side over Century, and Davies over Minot for 3rd place in overtime. That's a quick whip around across the state of North Dakota. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this, get to some of our keys to victory around the corner here on your liveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy. The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
This is our pregame show again, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. We will get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company here in a moment. For the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels, 4 losses on the year. Their 4 losses come at Hankinson, against Hankinson by 5, against Wilton and Wing, and Williston Trinity Christian at the Jamestown Civic Center back on January the 5th and the 6th, and a 1-point loss against Sargent County in the region semifinals on March the 5th here for Kevin Strobel and the EKM Rebels. While for the North Border Eagles, 16 wins and 8 losses on the year for head coach Dan Moore. EKM, they can hurt you in many different ways in terms of their ability to get up and down the floor, but both of these teams, in terms of just their numbers on paper, EKM 64 points per game defensively, giving up 50, while North Border 61 points per game defensively, giving up 56. The one thing for EKM, the question becomes, if this becomes a half-court style of game, does North Border have enough weapons? Also, they're going to be a little undersized here tonight. So for North Border, taking care of the ball, rebounding, one and done against EKM. EKM, they take their hard hat here for Kevin Strobel when it comes to defense, and they will be more than content playing a 45-40 style of game for the Rebels if that allows them to pick up a victory. But this is a team that when they can, they will try to get up and down the floor a little bit here for EKM. Kevin Strobel, again, the head coach for EKM. Dan Moore, the head coach for North Border. Just 2 more spots remain open for a state tournament bid. You have Bishop Ryan Washburn out west, and then our final game of the day here from the Shield Center here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, will feature North Border and Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. When we come back after this, it's the starting lineups and the opening tip for our final game of the day. So far, Grafton has made it to state in the East in the A. Valley City has made it to state from the East in the A. You also have Lemoore Litchfield Marion has made their way to state from the B side, and who will join the Lobos with the win here tonight. We'll take a quick break. Back after this with our starting lineups from the Shield Center.
Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from M18 fuel impact wrenches, new cordless 70K BTU heaters, chainsaws, and more. There's over 250 Milwaukee tools to choose from. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more info on all the services Lemoore Hardware offers, go online to lemoorehardware.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Start it today. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. AA Girls Championship at the half. Fargo Davies leads Bismarck High 31-27. Now it's time to get you ready for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. For Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, the Rebels here on this season in their black and gold uniforms, as they will go like this with Rebels across the front. EKM, head coach by Kevin Strobel, with a mark of 21-4. They'll roll like this. Joe Kramlich, the 6'1 junior guard. Braden Kinsler, the 6'1 junior. Braden, also from there, Austin Strobel, the 6'2 senior guard. Jacob Nitschke, the 6'5 senior forward, also can play that guard spot. And then Zeke Barnick, the 6'5 senior. So Kramlich, Kinsler, Strobel, Nitschke, and Barnick here for Kevin Strobel and the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels, playing in their 26th game of the season. We turn our attention now to the Eagles of North Border with our starting lineups, again brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Head coach by Dan Moore with a mark of 16 wins and 8 losses. Caden Moore, the 5'9 freshman. Also from there, you got Grant Cosley, the 5'9 junior guard. Brody Berg, the 5'10 sophomore. Grayson Oman, the 5'11 senior. And Cade Schaefer, the 6' sophomore forward. Again, for the Eagles, Caden Moore with Grant Cosley, Brady Berg with Grayson Oman, and Cade Schaefer here for the North Border Eagles. For North Border in their white uniforms here tonight with those navy blue numerals and lettering with a little bit of gold on that Eagle emblem as well. Our officials here tonight, Logan Fingston, Ryan Schneider, and Jared Micklejohn. Jared Micklejohn will do the honors here. That does it again for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. For North Border, they will be going left to right. For EKM, they will be going right to left. Winner of this game makes their way to state. Loser has their season come to a close. Schaefer in the circle going up against Zeke Barnick. Opening tap at 6:57. And our final state qualifier in boys basketball in the East is officially underway from the Shield Centers. This one will have a re-jump as Micklejohn went to go put this one up in the air, but taking it in the center circle is Cade Schaefer, so it will go towards EKM. As this one will go the other side, and the game clock went to 7:51 with the shot clock making its way to 27 seconds. So the officials will talk it over here and see how much time truthfully went off the clock, as they will have to reset the shot clock to 35, and then from there probably take it maybe about a second or two off the clock as they will talk it over. So right away the officials get into a little conference huddle here as they will go to the scores table and make sure they got everything from the game time good to go. I'm Chase Miller with Joey Hughes. Bird's eye view for Joey throughout this tournament on the Saturday afternoon into the evening, as it will be EKM basketball. So for the Rebels here, they will handle it in the backcourt. Cramlett in the front court now for Joe. Joe seeing this man pressure defense by North Border. Right-handed side for the Rebels as they give it up top now to Nitschke. Nitschke left-handed side working their way on the interior goes Strobel. Strobel with the pass eventually stolen away for Moore. The Eagles in the front court here. Moore making his way right-handed side. This will go to Ullman. Ullman top of the key now to Cosley. That's Grant. Grant Cosley with the basketball to Schaefer. Schaefer right-handed side looking back door. Nothing there now to Grant Cosley. Left baseline to Moore. Back up top. This one will go to Schaefer. Schaefer driving his way, and he nearly got it to go down. Jacob Nitschke with the rebound. Now on the near sideline for Cramlett. Cramlett leaves it up top to Nitschke. Nitschke with a little cradle step. Nitschke making his way on the baseline. Step through, leaves it. Strobel jumper on the way. Short and a board here for North Border. Caden Moore with a steal and a rebound. The Eagles want to go the other side of the floor as they handle it here with the freshman guard. He will handle it between the circles to Grant Cosley, the junior. Cosley, Rebels man pressure defense. Cosley, little pick and pop action to Schaefer with it on the handoff now to Ullman. Back to Moore at the right wing. Moore, a couple of dribbles inside the paint, jumper no, and a rebound for the Rebels as this will go to Nitschke, his second. Kramlich in the front court here for the Rebels. Pops a pass, right-handed side to Kinsler. Kinsler taking the ball screen, looking for it on the interior down to Austin. Strobel left-handed side to Joe. Kramlich dribble, pullback, college range three. That'll graze the iron, and a rebound here to North Border. Grayson gets the rebound here for the 5'11 senior guard. Grayson with a head of steam and lost it out of bounds. It'll be last touch here by the Rebels. So Ullman lost this one out of bounds. Last touch, though, by EKM, and it's still scoreless here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now their team played in the Shields Center this year, so you go from playing in a new venue. The winner of this game then will head to the Minot State Dome, as this will go right-hand side where North Border made their way to the Devils Lake Sports Complex, while for EKM made their way in the regional tournament to the Jamestown Civic Center. Little step through here for Grayson, but we'll see a traveling violation. 2 turnovers here for the Eagles. 1 so far for EKM. Our first game of the day, well, that was just a defensive grind. Some good looks, just couldn't go through the cylinder. Where Grafton defeated Wahpeton 48-36. Second game went to overtime. Highlanders won 77-69 over the Tommies. And then in our third game, LLM defeated New Rockford Cheyenne 40, make that 50-38. Shot off the mark, Strobel, put back, can't get it to go, and a rebound to Brody Berg. EKM's had some quality looks, just can't finish. Right-handed side, this one will go North Border to the right wing. Jumper off the mark, no good by Grant Cosley. A rebound for Strobel, then a turnover. Second one of the game of EKM for North Border. Left-handed side to Schaefer. Cade Schaefer will handle the basketball now to Moore. As Moore will utilize it here at the left wing. Moore, a little shake and bake dribble, looking for a teammate, pops a pass on the interior for the Eagles. Here comes a double team. Ullman leaves it now to Brody Berg, and Berg will give it left-handed side to Caden Moore. Moore with it between the rings to Cosley. Cosley here at the top of the key. Ball screen coming. Rebels want to hedge. Cosley crossing over right-handed side. This one will go to Ullman. Extra pass to Moore. Three-pointer was halfway down. Can't get it. And a rebound to Jacob Nitschke, his third of the game. Nitschke, right-handed side. This one will go to Barnick. Barnick bounce pass and a turnover as Kane Schaefer comes up with it. And we'll see a foul here on EKM. Kramlich picks up the foul. That'll be his first and the team's first. So Kramlich picks up the foul as Brogan Young, the 5'11" guard, will check in. Brogan Young, the freshman here, will check into the game as Austin Strobel will check out. And so far for North Border, good start defensively here into this game against this Rebel club in terms of finding their rhythm. Grant Cosley in the front court here looking for the ball screen. Able to take it now to the top of the key. Here's a three for North Border. Tickles the twine. Kane Schaefer, the 6-foot sophomore forward, gets the opening points on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kramlich leaves it up top. Young on the interior. Now that'll go to Nitschke, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Foul will be assessed on North Border. That'll be their first of the contest. As this one comes across, and Grayson Ullman, his first, team's first, and a fresh 35 here for the Rebels on the shot clock. Nitschke on the flex cut coming here. The Rebels can't get it to go. It was hanging on the rim. It's still loose. Eventually saving it, though, is Barnick. Now to Nitschke up top. Nitschke ripping it through. Driving kick left-handed side to Young. Young gets walled off there down the near sideline. That'll go to Barnick as they work it around the horn. Now to Kinsler. Kinsler taking the ball screen, top of the key, left-handed side of Young, extra pass to Kramlich. Kramlich at the free throw line, spinning his way, tough shot, but got it to go. Joe with the opening 2 points here for the Rebels. Right-handed side will go Cade Moore. Moore pass on the inside. Eagles kick, open three-pointer for Cosley. That'll go short. Rebound gets tapped out eventually, though, one here by Berg, and an extra fine here for North Border, who's doing a good job on the window here in this first quarter and nearly getting an and one there as Grant Cosley. Foul will be on Kramlich. That'll be Joe on the second, team second, and sometimes if you're undersized, you're going to fly all over the floor, and that's what North Border's been able to do here for the 4.5 minutes here into this first quarter. Free throw attempt on the way is rattling in for Grant Cosley. EKM will make a substitution as Austin Strobel will check out his coming into the game here for EKM. Again, will be Strobel as Kramlich will check out with those 2 fouls. Free throw attempt, right-handed toss is good. Grant Cosley goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and North Border leads it now at 5-2. They took the opening lead of the game with a made 3, and now they've added to it here, up by 3 again. EKM lost the basketball, losing their footing there was Nitschke. 4 turnovers so far for the Rebels, and this has not been the start that Kevin Strobel's club wanted to see from a Rebel point of view, but for the Eagles, they'll go the other side of the floor, right to the 10 for 2. Grant Cosley now with 4. EKM the other side for Young. Left wing, this one nearly turnover, and it is. North Border right-handed layup, can't get it to go. Ball's loose, and a foul will be on North Border. Grayson Ullman will pick up the foul, his second, team's second, but North Border doing a good job getting in the jumping and passing lanes here. A timeout for Kevin Strobel. 2:37 on our opening quarter. It is a North Border 5-point lead.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Proud of the rural communities that they serve. That is Bank North. 7-2 North Border with the advantage right now over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. 2:37 remaining here in the first quarter. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, welcoming you inside the Shield Center here for our final game of a 4-pack on a Saturday afternoon. Left-handed side, that'll go Barnick. Back up top as the Rebels reverse it now to Nitschke. Nitschke, couple hard dribbles, probing, step through off the window, good-looking move. Jacob Nitschke with his first field goal of the contest. As EKM did a good job probing, got themselves inside the paint, and Nitschke with a little smooch on a Saturday night for 2. Grant Cosley, left-handed side, foul on the floor here for the Rebels. That'll be their 3rd of the opening quarter. This will be on Austin Strobel, his first. Tell you what North Border and for head coach Dan Moore, they've done a great job jumping out to a good lead here in this one, as this will go to the baseline to Brody Berg back up top, as will be in the hands of Schaefer. Schaefer back between it now to Grant Cosley. Cosley will utilize a screen, right-handed side. Cosley crossing over. Cosley to the paint, and he gets fouled. And I tell you what, North Border with a down-headed hill mentality kind of attack so far, as they will go to the free throw line. This will be on Zeke Barnick, his first, team's 4th, and North Border will head to the free throw line with Grant Cosley, the 5'9" junior guard, heading back to the free throw line for a couple more tosses, and he's been there 3 times. Now he has 5 points. Free throw attempt number 2 here for North Border, as the Eagles will take a right-handed bend to the knee, and Cosley 4 of 4 from the stripe. He has 6 of North Border's 9 points, and North Border matches their largest lead of the game here at 5. Rebels with Young, left-handed side, as this one will go to Kinsler. Back up top now in the hands of Strobel. Strobel up and over on the pass, and we'll see a turnover here on the Rebels. And the Rebels will make a substitution as Drew Nitschke, the 6'3" sophomore, will check in. As coming out of the game will be Austin Strobel. And right now, if you're North Border, you got the Rebels on their back heel a little bit here. How much can you balloon this lead? And if you're North Border, that's the question. If you're Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, you have by no stretch of the imagination played your best game of the basketball season, but you're only down 5. Here's a 3-pointer off the backboard, nearly swirled in for Schaefer, and a rebound comes down to Barnick, his 2nd. Barnick in the front court now for the Rebels. Barnick to the right baseline, walled off there by Weston Cosley. Here's a 3 for Nitschke. That'll be off the side of the iron, and a board here to Grant. Cosley up the other side of the floor near sideline to Moore. Dan Moore, a little giving, gets the ball right back. Taking it, here is Grant. It's on the deck, it's a scrum, eventually won by EKM. Good defense. Young, left-handed side, Nitschke, extra fine baseline. Kinsler, left pocket 3. That'll go long. Rebound on the interior for Drew Nitschke. Here's a jumper inside and count it. Barnick with the end one here for Zeke. Basket's good. Foul will be assessed on North Border. This will be on Brody Berg, his 1st and the team's 3rd. So for EKM, Zeke will head to the free throw line for the 6'5" senior. And the Rebels with a chance for a 3-point opportunity. Free throw attempt is going to be up, and it's off the iron. Rebound eventually won by North Border here for Berg, his 3rd. And for the Eagles, we'll see where they go. Can nearly milk it down for the final shot of the quarter. Instead, it's going to be a steal. Good D by Young. Other side of the floor goes EKM in transition for it for 2. Barnick. Back-to-back field goals for the Rebels. They're back within 1. North Border, then another steal. Young does it again. Nitschke, give and go. Left-handed side to Young. Left pocket 3 for the lead. That'll be off the iron. Rebound. Nitschke, kick out right-handed side as they will handle it here with Barnick. Got to get a shot off to beat the horn, and this one won't go. It won't count here for Jacob Nitschke. After 1 quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, North Border leads it by 1.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union Insurance agent Jennifer Worley in Cavalier.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. It's a 1-point lead here for North Border, but some good hustle plays by Brogan. Young has allowed the Rebels to get back within one. 3-pointer off the mark by Moore. Offensive board here for the Eagles, though, for Schaefer, his first. And for North Border, they've had some second looks at it. Now they want to make it count. Right at the key, 3-pointer. That'll be short for Brody Berg. And a board here for Barnick, his third of the game. For the Rebels, quickly up the floor to Kinsler. Back to Nitschke. Nitschke spin his way on the inside. Little baby hook, and the Rebels, for the first time tonight, have the lead. Once down 7-2, now leads it 10-9 here for EKM. North Border did a good job the opening 8 minutes playing with the lead, but for the first time they'll be playing behind. Grant Cosley leaves it now to Berg. Extra fine to Schaefer. Schaefer looking for a teammate up top to Ullman. Ullman looking to split a pair of Rebels. Extra pass right-handed side to Berg as they work it, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Foul will be on Young. His first, team's first of the second quarter. As checking in will be Kramlich in for Barnick. And for North Border, the Eagles, inbounding it will be Grant Cosley as he finds it to Caden Moore. Man pressure defense by the Rebels. Moore, a little hesitation juke. Moore spinning, leaves it left-handed side to Schaefer. Back to Moore here on the baseline. Back up top as this one will go to Berg. Extra fine right to the baseline now for North Border as the Eagles nearly lost it there with Ullman, and we'll see a traveling violation on North Border. 6:38 left to play here in our opening half before we get to our halftime show. Brought to you in part by Farmers Union Agency, Ryan Opdahl Agency. It's a 1-point advantage here for the Rebels. We'll see if they can add on to it, or can North Border, which they've been stingy so far defensively. Young making his way inside. Young bounce pass. It's loose. Nitschke throws it, and eventually it will be won here by Kinsler. Kramlich, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Near sideline now to Kinsler. Kinsler taking the ball screen. Extra step to the right-handed side of Nitschke. Now that'll go to Joe. Left of the key. 3-pointer on the way off the iron. No good. Rebound here to Grant Cosley. Cosley in transition. Cosley with the slip pass across the way off the window, and North Border takes the lead. Grayson Ullman with his first field goal. Give Grant Cosley the assist, and North Border takes a 1-point edge. Oh, that's the one thing. If North Border can get the transition game going a little bit more, that'll help the Eagles against this team that's a little more lengthier in the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels. Brogan Young spinning his way. Young leaves it now. That'll go to Nitschke. Right at the key. Jumper. Can't get it to go. And a rebound to North Border with Brody Berg. Schaefer, baseline, left pocket 3 for Moore. Can't get it. And a rebound to Young. And right away, Kevin Strobel calls out the offense here for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Kramlich in the front court here for the Rebels. Left-handed side of Kinsler. Kinsler with it. Oh, give-and-go action. Kinsler slips a pass now to Young. Young to the baseline, open. Kinsler, 3-pointer short. Rebound to North Border, but it'll be out of bounds, and it will be Eagles basketball. The Rebels will bring into the game Zeke Barnick here for EKM. The Rebels will also bring into the game Austin Strobel as well, the son of Kevin Strobel, the head coach. Opening tap 18 minutes ago. It's been a frenetic up-and-down pace, and if you look at EKM, they've had some good shot selections, just can't finish. North Border's had some quality looks from beyond the arc, too, and same thing for there. They've only hit 1 3-pointer so far between these two clubs. And we'll see a foul assessed here on EKM. Austin Strobel picks up his second, so Austin with 2. Kramlich with 2 as well for the Rebels. There's North Border with Grant Cosley to inbound it to Moore, now to Schaefer. Schaefer will slip a pass now to Caden. Right-handed side between the circles to Ullman to left wing. Grant Cosley. Cosley looking for the ball screen, takes it. Cosley dribble, pull back, top of the key, got it to go. Grant Cosley now with 9, and that's the second made 3 for North Border as a team. Eagles lead it by 4. Right-hand side, Barnick to Kremlich for the answer 3. That'll be off the front iron. Rebound to Brody Berg, and Berg has his 5th board of the game. North Border, the other side of the floor. This will go to Ullman. Grayson, driving kick action now to Moore. Right of the key here for North Border as they work it around the horn to Grant Cosley. Cosley wants another screen. Cosley gets the ball right back. Cosley ripping it through. Cosley to the paint. Teardropper. Can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound tipped and eventually won here by EKM. Barnick was able to get that one off the tip from Nitschke, his 4th board. Barnick crossing over left-handed side now to Kinsler. Kinsler pops a pass on the flare to Kremlich. Back to Kinsler. Kinsler gives it up top as this one will go to Drew Nitschke on the interior to Strobel. Strobel, good step to the baseline, finishes with a left hand. The 6'2 senior has his first bucket of the evening. Good move there by Austin. Got it to the paint, able to spin from the paint to the baseline with his left hand and use the window. North Border around the horn, left-handed side. That'll go to Grant Cosley. Cosley trying to use this pick and roll again for Schaefer. There's the pick, there's the pop, there's the 3. Got it to go! Schaefer with his 2nd triple, and if Schaefer's going to do that, why not use the pick and pop more often? North Border matches their largest lead of the game here at 5 at 17-12. EKM rising, 3-pointer, got it. Kinsler with the first 3 here for the Rebels. The 6'1 junior guard also gets in the scoring column. Two teams in terms of the offense starting to pick up a little bit here. Schaefer, top of the key. Schaefer looking for a teammate, finds one to Cosley. Cosley waves him through. Schaefer wants the pick and roll action. They'll shoot the 3. Cosley, 3-pointer, that'll go long. Rebound, taking it away was Moore. Moore back to Cosley. Cosley, 2 dribbles right to the paint, right-handed scoop for 2. How do you do? Grant Cosley now with 11 and give Caden Moore the rebound. Other side, EKM will utilize it now as this one will be with Kremlich. Back to the top of the key, Kinsler. Kinsler rising, shooting and scoring. Kinsler with back-to-back field goals from the Rebels. EKM is back within 2. Kinsler now has 5, and the offenses have came alive here in the last couple of minutes. Schaefer gives it left-hand side to Cosley. Cosley, they come out and they switch. Right wing as they work it now to Schaefer. Schaefer on the baseline. Schaefer spin his way double, bounce pass. Schaefer gets the ball back, top of the key. 3-pointer will lip out, and a rebound here to Barnick, his 5th of the game. Other side of the floor goes Kinsler. Kinsler leaves it now to Kremlich. Back to Kinsler. Kinsler with the basketball to Strobel. They hedge. Strobel gets fouled and nearly gets the end one. Berg went to hedge and get out in front. There is no backside defense. Brody will pick up his foul. That'll be his 2nd. Team's first of the quarter, and Austin Strobel heads to the free throw line for the Rebels for their 2nd and 3rd free throw opportunities of the game. Free throw attempts for the Rebels is up and it's in. Austin now with 3 points. Substitution as Jacob Nitschke will check back into the game, and for EKM a chance to tie this one up here with an Austin free throw attempt. Free throw opportunity will be upcoming. Free throw is up, and it's good. 4 points now for Strobel. Substitution will be Brogan Young back into the game for the Rebels, also with Cade Nitschke, the 5'10 sophomore guard. Knotted at 19 apiece on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. First tie of the contest. EKM led it at 10-9. North Border, they've led it for the majority here of this back and forth first quarter of play. Ball goes left-handed side. Eagles will see it now with Grant Cosley. Grant taking the screen. Grant dribble, pull back, 3-pointer. That'll go off the iron. Rebound, Schaefer, put back, good for 2. Schaefer on the pick and roll, rolled his way right to the paint, had his defender on his back hip, and the ball came right to him. Young, left-handed side. Here goes the pass on the interior, looking for Nitschke, and a turnover. Schaefer able to play his way on the interior. Schaefer, top of the key, feeling it, shooting it, 3-pointer, no. Rebound will come down to Nitschke. His forward, that is Kane Nitschke, the 5'10 sophomore. Asking for it on the interiors, Jacob Nitschke, as they work it around the horn, now to the baseline. Cade looking for it on the interior. There's a good hedge. Good effort here by EKM to save it, though, with Jacob. As this one will go down in the hands of Barnick. Barnick top of the key. Barnick able to make his way, slips it. Extra pass left of the key. Three-pointer, Nitschke. Jacob, no. Rebound here for the Eagles. And the Eagles have packed the paint. They played the passing lanes really well, and they're just everywhere on the floor defensively, making it tough for this Rebel club. Grant Cosley slips a pass. Doesn't get it back on the handoff. Ullman around the horn as they make their way. More with the three-pointer short. Rebound. Ullman trying to get the putback, and this will be an offensive foul. Or will it be out of bounds? I'll say nope, out of bounds. EKM was looking for an offensive foul there for Grayson Ullman on the putback. With 0.5 remaining here, the Rebels. Nitschke, three-quarter scored shot. That'll go short, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. It's the North Border Eagles and the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels. North Border leads it by 2 as we get to the half. Brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance with Ryan Opdahl Agency in Hillsboro.
Red River Valley Speedway.
Runs May through August. For more details, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com, and it is a Division B state qualifier, and you could say the team that maybe some folks didn't think would be able to come out on top is playing with more aggression, more heart, more effort right now in North Border than what Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier is playing, but with the Rebels, albeit more than likely not your greatest 16 minutes of basketball, you're only down by 2 here at the intermission, brought to you in part by our friends at Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance Agency in Hillsboro. So for EKM and North Border, here's how the first half numbers look. North Border with 3 players in the scoring column. They've hit 3 threes so far. They're 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 6 turnovers. For the Rebels, 5 players in the scoring column. They're 2 of 3 from the free throw line. They've hit 1 3, 14 rebounds, 7 turnovers for the Rebels. North Border, Grant Cosley, 11 points, 4 of 4 from the stripe with a made 3. Cade Schaefer with 8 points, 2 triples. And Grayson Ullman with 2 points as well. Brody Berg with 5 rebounds. Kaden Moore with 3 for the Eagles. For Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, they're led in the scoring column by the 5 points of Braden Kinsler. You have 4 points then on the way for Austin Strobel. 4 points, 3 rebounds for Jacob Nitschke, and Zeke Barnick with 4 points and 5 rebounds. 2 points then for Joe Kramlich. Again, the Rebels led by the 5 of Kinsler, while for North Border led by the 11 for Grant Cosley. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this, keep you apprised of all the other scores that are going on across the state of North Dakota, and recap what happened earlier today here from the Shield Center. It is North Border 21, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier 19. This is our halftime report, brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl Agency in Hillsboro.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ahead of schedule, the 620 has landed. The new versatile 620 tractor is now on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk to Chuck and wheel and deal. This is at 2023 pricing, big discounts, huge savings. Make your purchase now. Save thousands of dollars on the new versatile 620 tractor. It's on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment. You can check it out today. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Get the deal done on this new versatile 620.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Earlier today here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's take a look at what happened inside the Shields Center. Grafton Spoilers picked up the victory 48-36. Grafton now 20-4 on the season, and the Spoilers will be the 3 seed at the state tournament going up against the Beulah Miners. Valley City in Division A with a 77-69 victory. Socorro with 28 points on 12 of 15 shooting from the free throw line. Carter Peterson with 31 points on a loss for Thompson. Valley City will be the 7 seed heading to state going up against the Devils Lake Firebirds at 1 o'clock. Killdeer for the first time since 1953 will be making their way to a state tournament with a 61-59 win over Stanley. The Killdeer Cowboys, they get unbeaten at number 1 ranked Kindred at 6:30, and then Beulah with a 68-41 win over Botno. Beulah again will play Grafton at 2:45. The 4-5 matchup at 8:15 on Thursday. On the A side, Des Lacs Burlington and Shiloh Christian. On the Division B side, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion over New Rockford Cheyenne 50-38. Max Muslin with 14 points in the win for the Lobos. And then Ari Deemers over Garrison 57-40. Sargent County, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion, North Star, Bowman County, West Hope Newburgh, and Ari Deemers all making their way to state. Bishop Bryan Washburn, and of course this one with North Border and Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier still to figure out who will be those final 2 teams. And also, latest update for you from the Bismarck Event Center. It is Fargo Davies with a lead 45-38 under 8 minutes to play in the AA Girls Basketball Championship. Davies looking for their first title in program history in girls basketball. Then later tonight, it'll be Fargo North and West Fargo Cheyenne. That does it. That's on the boys' side again with the Spartans and the Mustangs. Again, that does it for a halftime show. Brought to you in part by Ryan Updahl with Farmers Union Insurance. Give them a call today at 701-436-5777 once you get back to the work week. At the half, it's North Border led by the 11 with Grant Cosley. EKM led by the 5 points of Braden Kinsler. Second half action is next from the Shields Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online to triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Hillsboro American Legion and VFW welcome you to bring the family to the Hillsboro Vets Club and enjoy a great meal with a Friday night fish fries during the Lenten season, serving from 5:30 to 7 p.m. All you can eat for just $15 for adults, $4 for ages under 10. Dine in, pick up, or local delivery available. And don't forget to stop in on Saturdays from 5:30 to 7 for great roasted chicken supper. It's the best chicken around. Dine in and take out great food with the Friday night fish fries and Saturday roasted chicken supper at the Hillsboro Vets Club.
Second half action is next, and that does it for our halftime show. 21-19, North Border with the advantage over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Can the Rebels get something going offensively here, or can North Border just continue to fly all over the floor here defensively and cause havoc as they've done? EKM's had some quality looks. They just haven't been able to finish. Here it goes, right-hand side, Jacob Nitschke. Nitschke with the pass to Strobel, and it's eventually a turnover. And there with it is Brody Berg, but then getting the ball right back is going to be Austin, and we'll see a foul. Austin Strobel will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul will be assessed on Brody Berg, his third, team's first. So far for North Border, 5 fouls in total. Brody Berg has 3. Grayson Ottoman has 2. Free throw opportunity here for Austin Strobel is up, and it's good. EKM now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Second free throw attempt on the way here for the Rebels. Right-handed toss for Strobel, and Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier has tied this one up at 21. Second tie of the contest as North Border will utilize it here with Grant Cosley. Cosley top of the key, ball screen coming there with Schaefer. Pick and pop. Schaefer reverse it left-handed side to Berg as they work in out of Caden Moore. Moore back between the rings to Ullman. Ullman will leave it right-handed side to Cosley. Cosley taking a couple dribbles, looking for another pick and roll with Schaefer. Leaves it right-handed side to Ullman. Ullman will utilize it here to Schaefer. Right wing three-pointer, that'll go off the mark, and a board here to Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Kinsler gets the rebound. Kremlich up the other side of the floor. Leaves it left-handed side to Barnick with the skip to Nitschke. Good for 2. Nitschke, and EKM leads it by 2. Moore left-handed side to Grant Cosley. Grant with a couple dribbles, and we'll see a foul on the floor. This will be on Nitschke, his first and the team's first of the third quarter. So EKM, they've held the lead in the first half and now here in the second half, but it's been ever so briefly in the first half. North Border with Schaefer, skips it right-handed side. Schaefer gets the ball back near sideline to Grant. Cosley, pick and roll action. Grant Cosley, right wing, as this will go. Brody Berg around the horn. Three-pointer for Moore. Tickles the twine. Caden Moore with his first field goal of the game, and the Eagles take a 1-point advantage. Kramlich here at the top of the key for the Rebels. Right-handed side now to Austin Strobel. Strobel looking for a teammate. Kramlich, dribble pullback right of the key. Three-pointer, book it. Joe able to hit the triple as Kramlich, the junior guard, able to answer immediately for EKM. Other side, Grant Cosley to the paint. Cosley off the window. Count it. Got it good. Grant Cosley with a baker's dozen in scoring. A chance to make it 14 at the free throw line. Foul will be on Kramlich. That'll be his third, team's second, and to the free throw line to shoot the end one. Again goes North Border's junior guard in Grant Cosley. And just immediately, when you think EKM might get something brewing in their own right, North Border consistently has had the answer tonight. Free throw attempt is going to be long. Rebound, though, goes to Austin Strobel, his third of the game. Rebels up the near sideline to Young. Brogan in the front court. Bounce pass, right-handed side. That'll go to Barnick. Barnick, ball screen coming. Barnick finds it to Nitschke. Nitschke with a jab step here, takes the screen. Jumper from 15. Gets the shooter's roll to go. Like a Plinko chip on the iron there as Nitschke now has 8. Ball goes left-handed side to Ullman. Ullman here at the top of the key. Driving kick to Cosley. Cosley, couple hard dribbles. Cosley, teardropper off the window. Swirls in for 2. Grant Cosley with 15 points, and these two trading buckets back and forth. Here as we have our third tie of just this third quarter alone. Bounce pass. Cosley gets on the deck. Eventually he'll be with North Border. Brody Berg gets the steal. Turnover number 9 on the Rebels. Schaefer, right-handed side. Moore wants some more. Dan, though, that'll go short. Rebound in Nitschke, his 4th of the game. Rebels front court now to Young. Young will see this one. Left-handed side with it to Kinsler. Kinsler with it between the circles as they will handle it now. Right wing to Young. Young back up top looking for the high-low game. The low to Strobel. Strobel on the inside, able to finish for 2. Now with 8 here for Strobel and the Rebels as they lead it by 2. This one will go to Caden Moore. Back up top to Cosley. Cosley will utilize it here. Taking the ball screen from Schaefer. Cosley dribble, pullback, three-pointer on the way. Skims the rim, but a board here to Berg, that is, his 6th of the game. Schaefer between the legs with it. It's on the deck, and we'll see Kinsler come up with it. Here goes Young, driving kick, Nitschke. Nitschke on the baseline to Barnick. Barnick, jumper on the way. That'll go short, and Schaefer skies the rebound. Eagles will utilize it in the front court here with Grant Cosley. Cosley crossing over. Lane opens up Cosley, and we'll see a foul. And this one could be on Young. Foul will be on Brogan Young, his 2nd, team's 3rd of the quarter. Substitution as Drew Nitschke will check in, as coming out will be Zeke Barnick. And for the Eagles, Grant Cosley will slip it to Schaefer. Gets the ball right back at the left wing. Grant takes the dribble, goes between the rings, right-handed side to Berg. Back to the right wing, Oneman. Up and over on the pass, ball's deflected out of bounds, and it will be North Border basketball. EKM did a good job fronting and better job getting the backside defense there. Fortunate for North Border to get the ball back here as they will handle it with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Grayson between the rings to Cosley. Cosley right-handed side to Schaefer. Back cut, nothing there. Cosley open, college range 3. That one will rattle out. Rebound here. Comes down to Nitschke, his 5th of the contest. EKM with Nitschke in the front court. Nitschke, hard dribble. Nitschke to the window. Good for 2. Nitschke now with 10 points. He's got 6 in the 3rd, and the EKM Rebels lead it by 4. Caden Moore, left-handed side to Cosley. Grant Cosley. Little cradle rock, gives it to Moore, left pocket 3. That'll rattle out. Rebound here to the Rebels. Brogan Young gets his 2nd board, and the Rebels want to add to the lead right now. Young will see a foul, as this foul will be on North Border. Grant Cosley will pick up his 1st, team 2nd of the 3rd quarter. And for EKM right now, this is the best stretch of basketball that we've seen from the Rebels so far here in this 3rd quarter. And we'll see a time on the floor for head coach Dan Moore. We'll break with him on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. EKM with the ball when we return.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. They take community to heart, helping customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities that they serve. They're more than just a bank, they're a community partner. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 32-28, EKM with the advantage over North Border here in the third quarter on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. Once we get there, we will hear from the particular winning team. Get you slated for all 8 teams that have qualified for states and go from there coming up on our post-game show. Also, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises feature Precision Play the Contest. For EKM, Brogan Young here at the top of the key. Young with a bounce pass to Strobel. Strobel looking for a teammate. Finds one. Nitschke to the paint. Gut for 2. They set a screen for Nitschke. Nitschke goes from the free throw line to the right block, and it's all Nitschke here in the third quarter for the Rebels. It's their largest lead of the game at 6. More ball screen coming. Caden right-handed side to Schaefer. Schaefer gives it now. This one goes to Ullman. Left-handed side to Moore. To the baseline to Cosley. Cosley making his way up off the window. No, and a board. And we'll see a foul. Drew Nitschke and the Rebels able to get the ball. Foul will be on Grayson. Ullman will pick up his third. Team's third here of the third quarter. And for the Rebels right now, just starting to eke out a little bit more here in this third quarter. As North Border goes to a little zone defense here, this will go back up top to Young. Young with it, right-handed side to Kinsler. Kinsler makes his way, gets the ball right back. Kinsler slips it now to Drew Nitschke. Back to Kinsler, they work it to the baseline. Young rising 3, that'll rattle out, and aboard is Schaefer. Schaefer with his second rebound of the second half, 4th in the game. North Border extra pass now to Moore as they work it around the horn to Schaefer. 5 on offense right now. There's the pick. Cosley gives it to Schaefer. Paint opens up. Schaefer with a left-handed layup for 2. That's what space in the floor can do offensively. Schaefer now with 10. Give the assist to Cosley. Rebels working with it to the baseline as they will handle it here. EKM high post to Nitschke. Nitschke making his way. Jumper from 10. Tickles a twine. Nitschke now with 14 points. North Border. Ullman makes his way to the baseline and a foul on the floor. This will be the last one the Rebels have to give in the quarter. Foul will be on Drew Nitschke, his first, team's 4th of the third quarter, as the Rebels will make a substitution with Zeke Barnick coming back into the game as Strobel will tech out. Eagles to inbound the basketball with Grant Cosley. Cosley looking for a teammate, finds one on the pass. This will go to Berg, to Schaefer, now to Cosley. Cosley ripping it through on Nitschke, hits the deck, and they'll see a timeout here for North Border to save the possession. 1:29 remaining in the third quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. For North Border, they got 3 timeouts remaining. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, they'll have 4 remaining here for the remainder of this second half of play. And it's the Rebels with a 6-point lead. North Border here with Grant Cosley to inbound the basketball as they do with Grayson back to the right-handed side to Grant. Cosley will handle the rock back up top to Cade Schaefer. Cosley spinning his way. Extra pass now between the rings to Grayson. Back to the top of the key. This will go Schaefer. Schaefer driving kick action to Berg. Berg inside the paint. Leaves it right-handed side. Three-pointer rising. Got it to go. Cade Schaefer now with 13 points. His third made 3. Other side, teardropper can't get it for Barnick. Other side now goes North Border with Brody Berg. North Border a chance to tie with another three-pointer here. Cosley weaving his way. Ullman now to Moore. Moore, 15-footer free throw line jumper rattling out. No. Rebound, though, comes down to Schaefer. This to tie. Cosley left wing 3. Yes, sir! Grant Cosley with the triple. And after the timeout, back-to-back three-pointers for the Eagles. Cosley with 18 points. We're tied at 36. 4th tie of the third quarter alone. Rebels looking for the skip. Barnick now to Young. Young to Barnick for the answer three-pointer. Yes, sir! Zeke Barnick from the left pocket. He's got 7, and the Rebels lead it by 3. Grant Cosley, right-handed side to Schaefer. Schaefer to the baseline. Dribble pullback, three-pointer long. Rebound goes down to Kinsler, his second. Kinsler with 3 seconds, with 2 seconds, gives it to beat the horn. Barnick off the front iron, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. It's Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier 39, North Border 36 on your live events.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
This game has shades of Valley City Thompson from earlier today that went overtime in our second Division A basketball game. This is our second Division B basketball game. Not trying to say anything's going to happen for foreshadowing, but it has been tight throughout here between these two teams. EKM with a 3-point lead to start this fourth quarter of play. It was a 20-point quarter for the Rebels, 15-point quarter for the Eagles. Cosley, right-handed side, Moore gives it now to Schaefer. Man pressure defense has continued throughout for the Rebels as this one will go to Cosley. Cosley, jab step, dribble pullback 3, that'll go short. Rebound though for Moore, though on the inside. Moore gives it to Schaefer. Schaefer gives it to Moore here. Moore making his way in the paint. Teardropper short. Rebound, though, on the inside, and we'll see a foul. Grayson Ullman, I tell you what, this Eagles team from the start, they've been hitting the window really well. Brogan Young will pick the foul, his third, and the team's first. Substitutions will coming in will be Kramlik alongside with Strobel here for the Rebels. North Border with Grant Cosley to inbound. Bounce pass interior. Oh, what a find to Schaefer. Schaefer with 15 points. Cosley and Schaefer have 33 of North Border's 38. Right-handed side, Rebels, Strobel. Top of the key, Strobel opening, able to go right down Main Street for 2. Austin Strobel able to finish with the 2 points. He's got 10, and for the Rebels, all of a sudden the paint opened up there for Strobel, and he easily took advantage. Cosley to the baseline, teardropper off the window, good for 2. Grant Cosley, little shake and bake, he's got 20. These two teams going back and forth at it since the onslaught. Nitschke inside, that's the high to the low. Barnick the high, Nitschke the low, he's got 16. Now the question is, will someone get a defensive stop? Schaefer, Cosley top of the key here as we reverse it right-hand side to Ullman. Back to Cosley. Cosley with the rock, trying to get some separation. Driving kick. This one will go to Ullman. Right-handed scoop and score. Grayson Ullman with 4. And when you've made 6 threes, you got to force the defense to guard the perimeter, and it opens up those driving lanes a little more. Hitting the deck here would be Barnick. A tie-up with him and Schaefer, and the arrow will favor the Rebels, as the Rebels will get it offensively. As we have a substitution as Brogan Young will check in here. As coming out of the game will be Zeke Barnick. 43-42 at the advantage here for EKM. 6:20 remains here in the fourth quarter. Left-handed side for the Rebels. They'll see it with Young to the baseline. Three-pointer on the way. That one will go long. Rebound, though, for Strobel. Can't get it. Another chance at it. Got it for 2. And a chance to make it 3 at the line. Strobel stayed with it. Foul will be assessed on Schaefer. That'll be his first, team's first of the fourth quarter, and an and-one opportunity here for Strobel. With 12 points on the game for the 6'2 senior. Strobel, free throw attempt, bend to the knee. Will be off the mark, and a rebound here to Brody Berg. Berg with his 8th board of the game. Cosley in the front court. Schaefer sets the screen. Cosley takes it. Bounce pass now. That goes to Berg as they work it to the top to Moore. Moore, handoff. Cosley open. Three-pointer. That'll go long over the backboard, and it'll be EKM basketball. 5:53 remaining in the fourth quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Rebels looking for their 3rd trip to state as EKM. They made it in 2020 and 2021 as well. 4 times Edgeley made it by themselves, 2 times by Column. For North Border, man defense, they're working on the interior to Strobel. Strobel able to make his way, little baby hook for 2, and they're taking advantage of the paint right now with that size here for EKM. North Border looking for their 3rd trip to state as North Border in 01 and 07. It's been the last time they made it. 3 on the way, rattling out, no good. Rebound by Kramlich. Kramlich in the front court here for the Rebels as they would utilize it here between the rings, now to Kingsler. Kingsler, right-handed side, extra passes. This one will go left wing to Kramlich as they handle it at the top of the key. Bounce pass, Nitschke. Nitschke, this for a three-pointer. That'll be off the back of the rim, and a rebound comes down to Berg, his 9th of the game. Rebels up by 5. Cosley with the basketball to Schaefer as they set up the offense. Cosley to Schaefer. Schaefer to Cosley. Cosley, little cradle rock, gives it now to Moore. Back to Schaefer as they work it right-handed side to Berg. Brody Berg finds it to Schaefer. Schaefer lines up a 3. Got it! Cage Schaefer with his 18th point of the night. He's hit a 3 in every quarter. Right-handed side goes EKM with Kramlich. Kramlich taking a hard dribble between the rings now to Kingsler. Kingsler looking for it on the interior. Finds a man to Nitschke. Nitschke, and we'll see a timeout on the floor with Coach Kevin Strobel. We'll break with them. EKM with the basketball up by 2 here on your live event.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. At ibanknorth.com, they take community to heart. It's values-based banking. For more information, go to ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 47-45. Rebels with 3 timeouts remaining and 1 team foul here in the quarter. And for North Border, it's the exact same thing. Next jump ball will favor the Eagles. After the timeout, we'll see what Coach Kevin Strobel draws up offensively. They go into the baseline, working for it on the interior. Nitschke kick to Strobel. He's open, right wing 3 on the way. That'll go off the iron. A rebound, tussle for 1 by Jake Nitschke. 3-pointer by Kramlich is short. Boer coming down to Grant Cosley up the other side of the floor. This one off the window, good for 2. Brody Berg with his first point of the contest, his first field goal, and we're knotted at 47. First tie since it was 36 up. Left-handed side will go Jake Nitschke. Nitschke looking for it on the interior. Strobel to Nitschke. Nitschke, couple of dribbles, leaves it to the baseline, back to Strobel. Strobel, Nitschke on the inside, and there's a foul on Schaefer. Cage Schaefer will pick up the foul, his second, team second. And for the Rebels, again, got some more size on North Border, and they are attacking the paint here with the bigs of Nitschke alongside with Strobel here in this second half. Strobel, kick, left-handed side to Kinsler. Kinsler rising, tough shot from 13 feet, but got the shooters roll the goal. Kinsler now with 7. EKM leads it by 2. Cosley up top, North Border, gives it right back. This one will go to Grant. Grant Cosley. Ball screen coming. Grant Cosley, a little hesitation, drive, kick to Moore to the baseline. Moore to Cosley, this for the lead. 3, that'll go short, and a rebound out of bounds. Last touch here by Brody Berg. If you're EKM, this is a large possession offensively. Trying to get up by 2 possessions here late in this one. It's equally as large for North Border. Trying to stay within 1 possession here as we reach the 3-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Winner heads to state at the Mounted State Dome. Loser has their season come to a close. Kramlich at the left wing, gives it now top to Kinsler. Kinsler reverse it to the top to Strobel, back to Kramlich, posting up to Nitschke. Nitschke banging his way on Schaefer, spins to the baseline, Nitschke for two. Nitschke able to go through some contact with Schaefer, then the baseline open up, he's up by 4. Three-pointer, Schaefer off the iron, rebound to Kramlich, his second. And for EKM, head coach Kevin Strobel says, let's run an offensive set, boys. Kramlich left-handed side out of Strobel to the baseline here, posting up is Nitschke. Nitschke working inside again. Nitschke spinning, shot up and shot good. Nitschke now with 20 as it's a 6-point advantage here. This one will go to Cosley. Cosley here at the top of the key, making his way inside, lost it. Kramlich goes to the other side of the floor. EKM will handle it here. Right-handed layup for two and count it. Bardick with the end one. North Border would want a offensive charge on Nitschke. While the other side, EKM could have maybe said that was possibly a flop on the other side with Schaefer. But all of a sudden, 2 points goes for EKM. They get a stop, and now they get another 2 points, and the Rebels have their largest lead of the game. Since we were tied at 47, it's now a 8-0 run. Free throw is missed. Brody Berg will come up with it. That's his 10th of the game. Other side of the floor, Dan Moore on the baseline. Gets it now to Cosley. Cosley to Schaefer here for the Eagles. Three-pointer on the way. Cosley banked it in. Cosley able to bank in a triple. He's got 23. Last foul was on Grayson Ullman, his fourth. Kramlich, and there will be a foul here on Cosley. Grant will pick up his second. And for North Border, they're adding to their team fouls as that'll be their last one to give. But that three-pointer by Cosley keeps it a two-possession game right now for North Border. But that foul resets the clock, and for the Rebels, we'll see if they take some time off as they can take it to about that 105 mark. Nitschke making his way, spinning inside the paint, step through Nitschke, inside for two. Nitschke is taking over the second half. 22 points, 18 of them coming since the intermission. Cosley, rip. Now this will go to Ullman. Ullman inside the paint, right-handed scoop and count it. It's an end one. Grayson Ullman now with 6, a chance to make it 7 at the line. Foul will be on Barnick, his second. That'll be the team's second, and an and one opportunity here for Grayson. Ullman, free throw attempt, three-point opportunity will rattle in, and a timeout here for the North Border Eagles. Back within 4, 72 seconds remaining on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Rebels with the ball when we return.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong bank, strong communities.
Still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com, our post-game show with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll take a look at the final numbers and recap what happened in a busy day of North Dakota High School hoops as well. That and more still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com. What does the final 72 seconds have in store? And congratulations goes out as well to Tona Safransky and Fargo Davies as they win their first ever girls basketball championship in North Dakota, defeating Bismarck High 59-57. Cheyenne and North is coming up to put a bow on a very busy day across the state in North Dakota. But here inside the Shields Center, 72 seconds remaining. The next jump ball does favor North Border. However, North Border has 0 fouls to give, but they don't need a foul. They get a steal. Cosley the other side. Cosley to the paint. Cosley, teardropper, got it to go. Grant Cosley with 2 more points. He's got 25, and then there's a foul. Kramlich will head to the free throw line. He's got 5 points in the game. Cosley will pick up the foul. That'll be Grant's third, team's fifth, and 2 free throws again upcoming here for EKM. And out of the timeout, all of a sudden, it's a one-possession game. Kramlich does get 2 free throws here. EKM, they have 1 foul to give before North Border goes into the bonus. But how about the teardropper by Grant Cosley just moments ago? The lefty, Kramlich, free throw, book it. For EKM, they are now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 to make it a 2-possession game is good. 2 big free throws by the 6'1 junior. North Border will see this one with Grant Cosley in the front court. Cosley slips it, gets the ball right back, ball screen coming. Cosley making his way, teardropper off the window, does it again. Cosley with 27, probing, looking and scoring. Full court pressure defense. Nitschke in the front court here. Nitschke sees it now to Strobel. Kick right-handed side to Kinsler. North Border can play it straight up, but it would go nearly down to 10 seconds. Strobel gives it to Nitschke. Right-handed side now to Kinsler to the baseline. Nitschke on the interior. Nitschke up. Can't get it to go on a board for North Border. Rebound to Brody Berg, his 11th. And North Border now has a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Cosley in the front court. They're going to play it out. Cosley, ball screen coming with Schaefer. Schaefer hits the deck. 6 seconds. This one is stripped. They got a foul, and they do with 2.8 remaining. That one was stripped behind from Cosley, and now it will be EKM with a chance to go to the free throw line. Grant Cosley will pick up the foul, his 4th, and ending the free throw line will be Kinsler. Kinsler will shoot 2. And all of a sudden, EKM with 2 free throws here, a chance to seal the game against North Border. North Border, they need at least 1 miss. Free throw is good. Kinsler now with 8. 2.8 seconds remaining here in regulation. Kinsler. Free throw, got it. And a timeout here for Kevin Strobel with 2.8 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. EKM 61, North Border 57, and a timeout here for Kevin Strobel and the Rebels. Tough one there for North Border. They got the defensive stop they needed. They got in the front court. Schaefer set the ball screen, but then they were able to wrap around there with Cosley, get the ball out of his hands, and able to hit 2 free throws here for Kinsler at the free throw line. And EKM now 2.8 seconds away from heading to a state tournament. Looking again for their 3rd state tournament appearance as EKM and the Rebels. If they hang on again with 2.8 remaining, they have earned it against this upstart North Border team. North Border, Grayson Ullman, the only senior in the starting lineup here. The Eagles, that's it, just the 1 senior. So you take a look at North Border, pencil them in the offseason for what this club did tonight and throughout this season to get here. And all of a sudden, what does the future have in store? Well, for EKM, 2.8 seconds from getting to the Minot State Dome. The Rebels with a low full court pressure defense here. North Border to inbound it as they do with Moore. Moore trying to see if he can get some contact, nothing granted. And the Rebels are heading to state for the 3rd time as EKM since the year 2020. It is a final 61-57 in a up and down style of game here in this one. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier now 22-4 on the season. North Border will finish the year 16-9 with the 1 senior Grayson Ullman again here for North Border. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll hear from some of the particulars in this one, get to our final stats, and also we'll get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. That and more still to come. A dandy of a basketball game here in this one. Your final one more time on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 61-57. EKM with the victory. Our post-game show is coming up next here on your liveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
As we come back here on our post-game show, join us, part of our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews here. Kevin Strobel, head coach for EKM. And Kevin, you know what? Sometimes you don't play the greatest when it comes to March, but you got to find ways to win. And by no means, I don't think from your point of view, the first 8 or 60 minutes was what you wanted to see from the Rebels. But you kept yourself within striking distance with some defense. Yep. You really went in the paint in the second half as well. Nitschke and your son Austin really kind of went to work. What did you see between those two guys in the second half?
Well, that was the game plan going in, was to, obviously we felt we definitely had an advantage inside with those kids. To give them credit, those kids they never gave up, and they were undersized the whole night, and give them a lot of credit. But yeah, that was the game plan. We got to use our size and play inside out. And to be honest with you, with this group of kids, that's what we've been preaching since they've been sophomores, really. Play inside out and play to your strengths. And the first half, we were, I think, just nervous. The first quarter, we just looked nervous. Our post feeds weren't good, and the guys weren't really playing as strong as they're capable of doing inside. And we got it figured out in the second half, and we just kept feeding Jacob and Austin, and good things happened.
And one thing about this good thing is you found a way to earn a gritty victory, winners by 4. What did it take from that locker room adjustment down 21-19? What did you see from your team kind of flip a little bit there in the second half?
Well, I think the guys just played basketball. Sometimes you can put too many X's and O's in and try to run too many different things, but they just played basketball, and like I said, played our strengths. We finally did. We found a couple sets that really worked for us, and we just kept going to it. And, ended up in a little high-low look or just a 41 with Jacob in, and they finished. I mean, Austin and Jacob both finished down the stretch. It was huge buckets.
And, trying to go up against the Grant Cosley, a junior, how difficult was that matchup with a guy who can floater, runner, 15, 20. I mean, he's got it all. Yep. How was that matchup kind of like from the coach?
Yeah, we knew that was going to be tough. I mean, we've got athletes that can guard, but he can do everything, So you close out too tight, and he blows by, and he shoots a layup. Or if you're late on a closeout, he's going to drill the 3. So it was a tough matchup, and we talked about, we worked on in practice yesterday as to how we were going to try to get after it. And I think other than maybe there was 2 possessions I know we didn't talk, and we gave up an open look, and then the next possession was back-to-back, and they hit 2 threes. We were late on a closeout, and It's just little things like that. I think we had a 6-point lead and 2 possessions. It was tied up. It's like, all right, here we go.
Last thing for you, Kevin. What does it mean with this group of guys? 22nd win on the season to get to a state tournament, to ultimately get another week with this group.
Yep, right.
And you still have all your hope and aspirations still once you get to the Magic City. So what does it mean this season? Here,
It's
Kevin?
everything. I mean, these group of kids these seniors were freshmen the last time we were there. And they remember that obviously they didn't play, but they were on the bench. And they wanted to get to
It's going to be a lot of fun. I see the emotions. Congratulations, Kevin. Best of luck when you head up to Minot coming up on Thursday.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That again, the head coach for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. We'll hear from Jacob Nitschke after this here on our postgame show.
When working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Joining us now here on our post-game show, he is Jacob Nitschke, here the 6'5 senior with 22 points, had 18 of them in the second half. And Jacob, sometimes as we were talking with your coach, Kevin, you know, it doesn't matter how you win in March, just find a way to win. And probably the opening 8-10 minutes was not how you guys wanted to come out of the shoot and play, but defensively kept you in it, kept you within striking distance. What did you do well in the second half from your point of view that allowed you to come out on top and earn this win?
You know, I thought our defense was really good the whole game, including the second half. You know, we haven't really been a man team this whole year, but tonight we really wanted it. We really wanted to punch our ticket to state in Minot, and, you know, we came out and played some really good defense. And on the offensive end, my teammates just found me down low, and, you know, I just scored down low. It's all glory to my teammates, though. They got me the ball down low, and couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, talk about another guy who got working down low a little bit there with Austin as well, right? That kind of nice little movement. You set some picks at the free throw line to get to the block. What did you see just kind of between you two in particularly there?
You know, me and him, we've been working well this year together just me and him down low, and, you know, we sometimes see ourselves finding each other down low, and he finishes hard, he works hard, but couldn't ask for a better teammate than Austin.
You know, the matchup, right, with Cosley with 27, Schaefer, you had to go up against him. He had 18. What was that matchup like, trying to guard the perimeter, but knowing that they could attack the paint at particular times defensively?
Yeah, we knew coming into this game that they could shoot the 3 ball, and, you know, we tried our hardest to stop them from shooting too many threes, but, you know, they got around us sometimes in the drives, but, you know, we pinch gaps pretty well, and I don't know, we just played some pretty good defense.
How fun was it in this game? It's a state qualifier. First time that, you know, we've had it this year, obviously in the state of North Dakota. Did it feel like a region tournament? Did it feel something that maybe as a freshman you were at a state tournament a little bit here? What did it feel like, Jacob, in terms of this venue, waiting until, you know, 7 o'clock to tip this one off?
You know, it definitely feels like a rise up from the region tournament. It feels like a state tournament almost with all the 4 games here and stuff like that. But it was a really good atmosphere today, and, you know, felt like a state tournament.
What's the one thing that you enjoyed most about this team? 26 games, 22 wins. What has allowed this team to get to next week, and that's to a state tournament?
I think just how close we are. You know, we've worked all season together. We've worked in the off season too, but, you know, we're just so close, and I don't know, it just feels good.
Jacob, congratulations on the win. Best of luck once you get to Minot next Thursday.
Thank you.
And again, Jacob Nitschke with us here from EKM. We'll continue after this.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
North Dakota Veterans Home has been there for our veterans. We provide housing, we provide meals, we work with mental health.
Everything that we do here is related to technology in some way. If the network goes down, we cannot work. We're here to serve our residents. They served for us, and so we're here to take care of them now and serve them. And ReadyTech helps us do that.
As we come back here on our post-game show, again, we just heard from some of the particulars in this one as we have a final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier is able to pick up the victory here over North Border tonight by a final of 61-57. Again, one more time is the final as North Border falls to 16-9 on this season, while on the opposite side you have EKM able to pick up the victory here in this one, again, 61-57. As we go from there, let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one and also some of your out-of-town scoreboards here as we keep you apprised of what's going on across the West as well in terms of some of the particulars that will eventually go final with Washburn and Bishop Ryan. We'll keep you apprised of that one here once that does go officially final. Final numbers in this look like here for EKM and also North Border, as it looks like it has gone final. Picking up the victory, Bishop Ryan will advance with a 58-37 win over the Washburn Cardinals. So Bishop Ryan will be making their way to the state tournament. So you're going to have 3 teams from Region 1, 3 teams from Region 4, a team from Region 2, and a team from Region 3. So Sargent County, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, EKM all pick up wins, all making it to state. North Star, Bowman County, West Hope, Newburgh, Our Redeemers, and Bishop Ryan all making their way to the state tournament. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier in this one finished with 5 players in the scoring column, led by the 22 points of Jacob Nitschke, 14 points for Austin Strobel. You had the 9 points for Braden Kinsler and the 9 points for Zeke Barnick as well, and the 7 for Joseph Kramlich. While on the opposite side for North Border, the 27 points for Grant Cosley. Cosley went 4 of 5 from the free throw line, was able to hit a couple of three-pointers as well, 3 of them to be precise. 18 points for Cade Schaefer with 5 rebounds, 4 threes. 7 points for Grayson Ullman, the lone senior for North Border. 3 points for Moore and 2 points for Brody Berg. EKM 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 3 three-pointers with 10 turnovers. Well, for North Border, they would go 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 8 three-pointers with 9 turnovers. North Border now 16-9 on the season. EKM improves to 20-4. It's now time to name you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. And for the EKM Rebels, that Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, again, is Jacob Nitschke with 22 points, 6 rebounds. He scores in every quarter, but has 18 of his 22 in the second half. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and the 1A, 1B, respectively, of Grant Cosley, and alongside with Cade Schaefer here in this one. Again, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Nordic Enterprises feature precision play of the contest for EKM when they needed to. They hit the free throws down the stretch to put the game away. Braden Kinsler up by 2. The 6'1 junior guard, after getting a defensive stop and a turnover. After getting that defensive stop and a turnover, able to go to the free throw line with 2.4 seconds left to go and essentially put the game away. Braden Kinsler goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line with a defensive stop and going 2 for 2 from the line to make it a 4-point game. That is our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play of the contest. And our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Well, the connection was again for North Border, the 27 for Grant Cosley and the 18 for Schaefer. Between the two of them, they would finish with 45 of North Border's 57 points. That 1-2 combination got going early, and it kept with it throughout the fourth quarter as well. That is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust at halsteadtel.com. So here's a look again at the State B tournament. What will be Sargent County, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier out of Region 1. North Star out of Region 2, Bowman County out of Region 3, West Hope, Newburgh, our Redeemers, and Bishop Ryan out of Region 4. Best team in terms of record-wise is North Star at 24-1. Bowman County sits then 23-1. Best team in terms of record-wise, West Hope, Newburgh is 23-2. We'll see what happens once we get to the respective state tournament at the Minot State Dome. And then the State A, Devils Lake, Valley City, Beulah, Grafton, Kindred, Killdeer, Delax, Burlington, Shiloh will make up the State A. On behalf of everyone here on YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Chase Miller, repeating tonight's final, 61-57. The Rebels pick up the victory. North Border comes up short. On behalf of all of our folks at Halstead Telephone Company, after everyone at Orange A Broadcasting, on behalf of Jim Berkmeyer, alongside with Mark Forseth, our entire crew that helps us full-time and part-time, whether it's announcers to the camera operators, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you patronize our sponsors. Make sure you hit subscribe on our YouTube channel and check out the website that is YourLiveEvent.com. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in. The Rebels are advancing to state alongside with Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Valley City, and Grafton from the east. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.